Three Rivers has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build a pre-K through 12 school with the state of Ohio funding up to 50%. This video shows what is possible for the Three Rivers community. This is the pre-K through 12 building of Monroe Local Schools. The campus is made up of two separate and distinct wings, elementary students on one side and secondary students on the other. The bus drop-offs ensure that elementary and secondary students have direct access to their own wings of the building, which alleviates congestion in the mornings and afternoons as they are being transported to and from school. The beauty of the building is evident, as well as the clear markings of which wing of the campus you are entering. The school is also used for community events and activities after school hours. The community access door is unlocked after school, and the library is one area used for community meetings. The community access door opens to a common seating area dividing the elementary and secondary sides of the library. Computers are available throughout the library. Supervised time at the computer lab is scheduled separately for either the elementary or secondary students. As you can see, the elementary side of the library is well equipped to engage children in learning and reading. Computers are available for research or looking for information in the library itself. It is probably more appropriate to call this a learning center because of the ability to teach classes with a smartboard and the use of technology as well as books. The opportunity arises to have secondary students arrange to work with younger students with teacher supervision, which gives the older students experience in possible careers working with children, as well as allowing younger students to learn from people they look up to, such as National Honor Society members, athletes, older brothers and sisters, and more. As in the elementary library, the secondary side of the library is equipped with computers for research and to assist as a reference. The decor is more conducive to older students' needs, allowing them areas for collaborative work, which is part of the 21st century standards. Once you are in the building and standing in the common area, which at this school is called Main Street, you can see that there are distinct and separate entrances to the elementary and secondary libraries. This common hallway is wide and long, allowing for the separation of the elementary and secondary students while also allowing room for community and school events. During these community and school events, the elementary and secondary wings of the school are closed off and secured from the common areas. This main hallway, called Main Street, gives access to the high school gym, auditorium, library, administrative offices, and common areas. It is the connection between the two wings of the school on opposite ends of the hallway. During school or community events, people can gather in the wide hallways, but cannot access the classrooms in the elementary and secondary wings. The lockdown door at the entrance of the elementary wing rolls down in case of fire or emergency, as well as to block off the wing to visitors in the common areas of the building. Once the door is down, the only access to the wing is through the front doors at the administrative office, which has a foyer and safety glass as a barrier between the foyer and the offices. Visitors must be buzzed in to gain access to the building. The same holds true for the secondary wing. The lockdown door rolls down for fire, emergencies, or to block access during community events held in the common areas. Visitors must also enter through the administrative office by being buzzed through, and that office is protected by safety glass as well. This area of the elementary is where the students access the health clinic, administrative office, and hallways both up and downstairs. With a health clinic in both wings and a nurse on site, students get immediate care when they need it. The rotunda is light and airy, which gives a feeling of spaciousness and a nice environment for learning. Again, this rotunda area in the secondary wing mirrors the elementary rotunda with its access areas and light, airy feeling. The trophy display case in the middle, which you also saw in the elementary rotunda, is good for showing off student work and achievements. This classroom is typical of the classrooms in both the secondary and elementary wings. It has ample storage for the teachers and the ability to plan different types of instruction to meet the needs of students. This classroom incorporates technology and tools needed for practical life sciences. The construction of the building allowed the district to design rooms that met their specific needs and their vision for the future of their students. Between classrooms, there are workspaces where teachers can plan, work together, or work with students either individually or in small groups. As you can see, there are computers in the workspaces as well as in the library and classrooms. The band and choir rooms are used by both upper elementary and secondary students. Scheduling is set so that elementary students do not cross paths with secondary students, but they have access to the auditorium, risers, and instruments on a daily basis. The auditorium is used by all the students as well as the community. Acoustics and seating are designed for maximum visual and sound quality. As you can see, at the time of this visit, members of the community were decorating for a community production of the Nutcracker. These doors swing wide open to allow trucks to back into the stage entrance to deliver sets or other big pieces to the auditorium. It also allows for the courtyard area to be mowed, giving teachers and students another area to use for different activities in their instruction. This is the high school gymnasium. It has a divider turning this large gym into two smaller gyms. The locker rooms and coaches' offices are off the gym. The weight training room and wrestling room are on the second floor, which overlooks the gym. This balcony allows radio and television coverage of the games. Tournaments are played here because the design makes media coverage so accessible. The junior high gym in the secondary wing is accessible to community members after school hours. When open to the community, doors to the classrooms and hallways are locked so community members can enjoy the gym but not gain access to other learning areas. The weight room is on the second floor right off the balcony overlooking the gym. This area can be used daily, which is great because of the possibility of the state requiring students to get 30 minutes of physical activity every day. It's one more area used by the students for classes and supervised fitness. This is another area that can be used daily to meet the proposed requirement of 30 minutes of physical activity daily. Besides wrestling, this room could be used for other classes, such as yoga or gymnastics. This is the secondary cafeteria. It is totally separate from the elementary, with a setup that is more in line with older students making choices about their own lunch menus. Students choose what they want and pay as they enter the area where there are tables for them to use. There is also an outdoor patio just outside the cafeteria where seniors can enjoy their lunch on days of good weather. You're looking through a doorway from the kitchen to the elementary side of the cafeteria. This kitchen is the workspace for meal preparation for both the elementary and secondary students. Having one workspace has reduced the kitchen operating costs, while still allowing for two cafeterias, one each for the elementary and secondary students. The elementary cafeteria entrance is through their own hallway. Students enter one door to get lunch and exit out the other to go to tables to eat. Students have safe access to a playground that is fenced in for their safety. The district designed the school with the safety of their students in mind and how to best serve their needs, both indoors and out. As you can see, the elementary cafeteria is spacious and serves the students well. The elementary students also have their own gym. Again, there is a divider, which you see down, that allows two different classes with different activities to use the gym. You can see that this gym also has a scoreboard, and Monroe uses this gym for their JV games and for warm-ups for visiting teams. A field house, football stadium, 8-lane track, tennis courts, baseball and softball field, and a practice field round out their high-quality facilities. There's even special parking for Gold members, boosters who pay for the opportunity to park close to the main gate. Community access, student safety, 21st century technology and facilities. This could be the future of Three Rivers.